You know, there's a lot going on in our world today. Nobody would have thought that on January 1st, 2020, that we would be at this point. But you know, we serve a God that never says oops. We serve a God that is never perplexed or confused. In fact, we serve a God that not only knows the future, but tells us the future. You know, we've been told that these kinds of things would happen. Jesus himself said it. I remember, man, I went to New Zealand in January. I went down to Auckland, had a wonderful time there, came down to Christchurch, had a really great time there, and then I went home. And when I got home, there were rumblings about a virus, a mysterious virus that was killing people. Well, I didn't think much of it because there have been many viruses in the past. And then I went out to Washington State, did some music out there, went back home to Florida, only to find out that at the time that I was in Washington, that the virus had already made itself there, made its way there, and had already started killing people there. And before I knew it, the nation was on lockdown. Churches were closed. Businesses were closed. Everybody began to hunker down in their homes, and everything just changed to something that I suppose we would call a new normal. And then, a few months later, not too long after, we had the unfortunate incidents in the US. People rioting all over the place, even in the world, other parts of the world. We're living in some very, very interesting times. And I know there are many who are wondering, what does my future hold? What does God have in store for me? Especially if you belong to what many would call a minority group. There are many who are saying, what's the use? Nobody is going to appreciate me anyhow. Well, I want to tell you that there is someone who appreciates you very much. Not only that, but he is making plans for you. And his plans for you are great plans. He says in his word, for I know the thoughts that I have towards you. Plans to prosper you, not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. So I want to sing this song, and I want to dedicate this song especially to the youth of the Christchurch Fijian Seventh-day Adventist Church in Christchurch. And I want to let you guys know, and everybody else around the world, that God has great plans for you. It might not seem like it. Others may look at you and expect you to fail because of perhaps where you may be from, or what you may look like, or what your circumstances may be. But the truth is, God has great plans for you. And if you trust him, if you hang in there with him throughout the trials, the perplexities, the things that make you wonder, you will discover those plans coming to a reality. I wrote this song a few years ago to encourage myself Now I want to use that song to encourage you. It's a simple song, so I hope you can sing it with me once you learn it. It's really easy. It goes like this. Simple song. Listen. God has great plans for me, higher than the highest human thought that could ever be reached. Great, great plans. God has great plans. Great plans. God has great plans for me. Oh, God has great plans for me, higher than the highest human thought that could ever be reached. Great, great plans. God has great plans. Great plans. God has great plans for me. He will renew everything that's broken. He will restore to me His image, and step by step to righteousness and purity. God has great plans, great plans. God has great plans for me. Yes, God has great plans for me, higher than the highest human thought that could ever be reached. Great, great plans. God has great plans. Great plans. God has great plans for me. And where He leads me, I will go. Through the rivers and the valleys, over mountains high and low, and I will trust Him, and I'll obey. God has great plans, great plans. God has great plans for me, and where He leads me, I will go. Through the rivers and the valleys, over mountains high and low, and I will trust Him, and I'll obey. God has great plans, great plans. God has great plans for me. Listen, this is the part you can sing with me. Great, great plans. God has great plans for me. Great, great plans. has great plans for me. Great, great plans. God has great plans for you, for everyone who trusts Him. Great, great plans. God has great plans for me. Sing it. Let's sing it one more time. Great, great plans. God has great plans for me. I'm reminding myself. Great. Last time. Great plans. God has great plans for me. God bless you. God bless you. Never forget, He has great plans for you.